Welcome back to my very special underwater aquarium. Today, we are diving deep into a simulation to raise ancient sea monsters from their very first eggs. Get ready to witness something extraordinary. We are about to step into a world where extinct giants roam again, starting from the very beginning of life. Our journey starts here at the small breeding tank. This egg contains a predator that once ruled the ancient seas, now waiting to be born again. Look closely as the shell begins to crack. The life inside is eager to meet its new master and explore this simulated ocean we have created. There he is. A baby Mosasaurus has finally hatched. Even though he looks small and cute now, he will soon grow into a massive ocean apex predator. He seems so curious about his surroundings. So this little guy is the first of many ancient wonders we will nurture in our high-tech underwater facility today. It is time for the first feeding. Watch how his natural instincts kick in immediately as he hunts down these small fish with incredible speed and precision. The nursery is getting crowded with various tiny monsters. They are all competing for food, showing the raw nature of survival even at this very young age. Among the predators, we have a special guest. This little whale has a unique scar on his head, and I have decided to name him Laboon. One Piece fans will surely recognize this little fellow. He is a fan favorite, and we will make sure he grows up healthy in our digital sea. Time moves faster in the simulation. In just a few moments, our tiny pets are transforming into the formidable hunters they were always destined to become soon. Laboon is growing fast. He is already much larger than the others, and his playful nature is slowly turning into the majesty of a giant sea king. The scale of our project is expanding. What started in a small incubator is now a thriving ecosystem of ancient life forms from different geological eras. The view from the control room is getting more intense every minute. These shadows belong to creatures that haven't been seen on Earth for millions of years. According to our data, the Mosasaurus is reaching his juvenile stage. His appetite is increasing exponentially, and we need to provide much larger prey for him. As night falls in the simulation, the atmosphere changes. The predators become more active, and the true nature of these ancient killers begins to surface clearly. Enter the Basilosaurus, a primitive whale with a body like a sea serpent. Its long, Uganda frame allows it to move with terrifying grace through the depths. This isn't your average whale. The Basilosaurus was a fierce meat-eater, and you can see the power in its jaws as it snaps at its simulated prey. At 18 meters long, this Cenozoic giant is a master of the shallow seas. It is truly a bridge between the land dwellers and the giants of deep. But even the Basilosaurus must be careful. A young Megalodon has joined the tank, and even in its youth, it commands respect from every other creature. A tense moment as the two predators meet. This slight bump sends vibrations through the entire facility, a reminder of the massive power these beasts possess. Our Megalodon is showing signs of dominance already. It patrols the tank as if it owns every inch of this digital ocean, waiting for a challenge. Imagine looking up and seeing this shadow. For ancient fish, this was the last thing they would ever see before the ocean's greatest predator struck from below. Now, meet the ultimate rival of the Megalodon, the Leviathan. This prehistoric sperm whale was built for one thing only: to hunt other whales and sharks. Oh, those teeth are terrifying. Unlike modern sperm whales, the Leviathan had functional teeth in both jaws, making it a lethal killing machine in the deep blue. The two kings of the prehistoric ocean are finally in the same arena. The tension is palpable as they prepare for a battle that defined an era. Did you hear that? The Leviathan uses powerful sonar that can actually stun its prey. The sound alone is enough to crack the glass of our simulation. Things are starting to get out of control. These pets are growing too large and too aggressive for the current containment systems. We need to expand soon. We are moving into the forbidden zone of the aquarium. This is the abyssal zone, where we keep the creatures that shouldn't exist in our world. Something is watching us from the darkness. In this realm, science starts to fail, and we enter the territory of ancient myths and legendary sea monsters. Those are the tentacles of the Kraken. It has been hiding in the deepest trenches, of waiting for the right moment to rise and reclaim the ocean. Its camouflage is perfect. The Kraken is not just a monster of strength, but a master of deception, capable of vanishing into the shadows at will. Behold the Hydra. This multi-headed terror of the deep is a biological anomaly. Each head has a mind of its own, making it impossible to surprise. The toxic mist it breathes underwater can paralyze even the largest prey. It is a creature born from the darkest nightmares of ancient Greek sailors. And now, the ultimate entity, the Leviathan, is waking up. This creature is so large that its movement alone creates tsunamis that can wipe out entire cities. Look at those ancient runes on its back. The Leviathan is more than just an animal. It is a living god of the sea, armored by history. The Megalodon, once the king, now looks like a tiny fish next to this titan. The Leviathan is the true master of the deep, are unchallenged and immortal. That roar is the sound of pure power. I can feel the vibrations in the control room even through the simulated environment. This is truly terrifying to behold. The system is failing. The energy of these mythological beings is too much for the simulation to contain. The boundaries between their world and ours are breaking. There they go. The monsters have broken free into the open sea. This is no longer a pet shop. It is a war zone for the titans. The battle begins. The Megalodon is taking on the Kraken in a clash of teeth and tentacles. This is the fight we have all been waiting for. The Kraken has the advantage. It is using its massive strength to pull the Megalodon down. The water is turning black with defensive ink and blood. Wait, the Hydra has entered the fray. Its three heads are tearing at the Kraken's flesh, creating a chaotic three-way battle for dominance in the deep. The Leviathan joins the chaos, while it uses its heavy skull to ram its opponents with the force of a falling mountain. No one is safe anymore. Unbelievable. The legend is true. You cut off one head and two more grow back. The Hydra is becoming even more dangerous as the fight continues. The Leviathan has seen enough. It is rising to the surface, its presence alone making the other monsters freeze in fear. The true king is here. With one sweep of its tail, the Leviathan ends the battle. The power is absolute. It is a force of nature that cannot be stopped by anything. The ocean is quiet once again. The Leviathan stands victorious, a reminder that some things are meant to be feared and respected, not kept as pets. Our simulation is reaching its limit. The battle was too intense for the hardware to handle. It is time to bring this experience to an end. That was absolutely breathtaking. Stepping out of the virtual world and back into reality, I can still feel the weight of those massive creatures' presence. Even though they were just pixels, the bond felt real. Especially with little Laboon here. He was definitely my favorite part of this whole crazy journey. We learned so much today. The ocean is full of mysteries, from the fossils of the past to the legends of the old world that still haunt us. Goodbye for now, my ancient friends. They return to the data stream, waiting for the next time we decide to wake the giants from their sleep. But the journey doesn't end here. There are even bigger things coming. Can you guess what this shadow is? The world serpent is waiting for us. If you enjoyed this underwater adventure, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Tell me in the comments which monster you would want to keep. Thanks for watching and being part of this epic journey. I will see you in the next episode when we face the Midgard serpent itself. Goodbye. Our next expedition is already planned. We are heading to the frozen north to find something that has been trapped in ice for over 10,000 years. Remember, every titan starts small. From a single egg to a world-shaking beast, the cycle of life in our prehistoric aquarium is truly a wonder. The ocean still has secrets. Are you ready to find them? See you next time for more ancient monster madness. Keep exploring and stay curious always. This clash will be remembered as the peak of our simulation, a perfect blend of history and myth brought to life through the power of technology. Saving all our data now. We wouldn't want to lose these incredible specimens. Every growth chart and battle log is stored safely for our future research. The reflection of a digital world fades, but the excitement remains. It is truly amazing what we can experience through the lens of modern technology today. From the smallest hatchling to the largest god of the sea, we have seen it all today. What a wild ride through the depths of time. Don't miss out on our next deep dive. We will be focusing specifically on the evolution of the Megalodon and how it became the ultimate killer. Outside, the real world is just as wild, but here, in our sanctuary, we control the legends. Thanks for being here. See you very soon, everyone. The tanks are empty for now, but not for long. New life is already being prepared in the lab. The cycle of the ancient ones never ends. The atmosphere here is always a bit spooky after a big simulation. You can almost feel the ghosts of the monsters lingering in the cool air. Laboon will always have a special place in this aquarium. Even as a giant, he kept that same spirit he had when he first swam out. Was that just a simulation, or is there something really out there? The ocean is vast and deep, and we have only just scratched the surface. The countdown has begun. We are only 24 hours away from our next big reveal. Prepare yourself for the return of the ancient sea giants. Life is in the details. From a single drop of water to a massive ocean titan, every part of this world is interconnected in beautiful ways. Shout out to all the researchers and artists who help make these simulations look so real. Their work brings the prehistoric world back to life for us. These are the real pieces of history that inspire our journey. Holding a tooth that is millions of years old really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Every culture has its own stories of the deep. From the Kraken in the north to the Leviathan in the east, the monsters are everywhere in lore. What would you do if you saw one of these in person? Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, stay safe and keep your eyes open. Not everything in the ocean is a monster. Sometimes the most beautiful things are the ones that move silently through the currents without any sound at all. The beauty of the sea is matched only by its danger. It is a world of contrasts that we are lucky enough to explore from our safe lab. Transmission ending. We hope you had an amazing time today. Don't forget to like this video if you want to see more ancient monster content soon. Even in the silence, there is life. We will be back soon to fill these tanks with new wonders and new terrors from the deep blue sea. The lab is closing for the night. The monsters are asleep in the databanks. It is time for us to rest before the next big battle. Wait, a new signal? It looks like the simulation is updating itself. Something even bigger is being added to the database right now as we speak. The Jormungandr update is downloading. This is going to change everything. We are going to need a much bigger tank for what is coming in next. Get ready for the most ambitious simulation yet. The scale of the world serpent will make the Leviathan look like a common goldfish in a bowl. Can you feel that? The power of the upcoming update is already affecting the real world. This is going to be an experience like no other before. We are pushing the limits of what is possible. The ancient monsters are coming back, and they are bringing the end of the world with them today. New entity detected. It is not in our database. It seems the simulation has found something on its own. Something from the deepest parts of history. I have never seen anything like this. The biological readings are off the charts. This is either a glitch or a discovery that will change everything. Is it still a simulation, or have we accidentally summoned something into our world? The line is blurring, and the real adventure is just beginning now. From up here, the ocean looks so calm. But we know the truth. Deep down, the monsters are waiting, and they are ready to rise again soon. Even the stars tell the stories of the sea. The ancient ones are written in the heavens, a constant reminder of the power of the deep ocean. This is just the beginning. The story of the ancient monsters continues in our next video. You don't want to miss what happens next in simulation. On the deep sea is a place of immense pressure. Only the strongest can survive down there, and only the bravest dare to look into the dark abyss. Ancient sailors knew the truth. They drew these monsters to warn others. Today, we bring those warnings to life using the power of digital simulation technology. Our technology allows us to bring these legends into our very own living room. Laboon is here with us, even when the main simulation is turned off. Life is a miracle, even in a lab. We are studying the biology of these ancient giants to understand how they lived and how they finally died. The interaction is so realistic. You can almost feel the texture of their skin and the vibration of their voices as you navigate through the menus. The facility is ready for its next inhabitants. We are upgrading the filters and the energy shields to prepare for the massive power of the Jormungandr. Maintenance is key. When you are dealing with monsters that can shatter continents, you need to make sure every single piece of glass is perfectly reinforced. The moon controls the tides, and the tides control the monsters. It is all part of a grand design that we are just beginning to understand. Thank you for being part of this community. Your support allows us to keep building these incredible worlds and sharing them with all of you today. Goodbye for now, and remember to keep dreaming big. The ocean is waiting for you, and so are the monsters that live within its darkest depths. This has been an unforgettable experience. Thank you for watching our ancient sea monster simulation. We will see you very soon in the next epic episode. The end is just another beginning. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to check out our other videos on prehistoric life and legendary sea creatures. The secrets are still there, buried in the sand. We will find them all, one by one, and bring them back to life in our simulation. Ready to go again? Now the world of the ancient monsters is always just one click away. Dive back in whenever you are ready for a thrill. System in standby mode. The data is safe and the monsters are resting. We will be back at full power tomorrow for the next big release. Follow us for behind-the-scenes updates and sneak peeks at upcoming monsters. Join our community of monster lovers and share your own legendary sea stories. It took years to build this facility, but every second was worth it to see these giants swim again. This is our dream brought to life. history is coming alive right now. We are bridging the gap between the ancient past and the modern world through the magic of advanced digital simulation. Every legend has a grain of truth. We are finding that truth and giving it a body and a voice in our high-tech prehistoric aquarium. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to create even more amazing monster simulations for you all. We love reading your comments and hearing your theories about the monsters. You are the reason we keep doing this. So keep them coming, everyone. And that is all for today. Thank you for your time and your passion for the prehistoric world. See you in the next big monster adventure.